What is up, everybody? I'm back online here. Man, holy crap. So the server went down for about an hour. Okay, so all good. And all good. I had some breakfast and all that stuff. And I came back and I logged in. And I saw my character wasn't fully loaded. So then I saw the server was shutting down. So I went ahead and logged out. Also, during that process, I remember the first time when we crashed, I accidentally leaked out my username. So I was like, oh crap. So I think I need to make a stronger password. So I had to go in there and make a stronger password. I reset that thing and all that stuff. And then when I tried to log on, it wouldn't let me. Of course, because the server was down for like an hour. So after it finally came back up, I went ahead, jumped back on there, tried to log on, and it would not work. And it's caused me to freak out a little bit. It's like, come on, man. Or not really freak out, but just get upset. Like, piece of shit. I was thinking. So I kept trying to reset my password, I kept trying to change it, and the password would never change. It wouldn't actually update or something. I'd be able to reset it once, and then when I tried the second time, it would not. I looked up the forums, and the forum said, yeah, there's an issue with this. You gotta basically reset your password. Basically, you gotta log off the forums, log in, but try to log in, but don't log in. Basically, fail the thing and do reset password. You do reset password, you get the thing from your email address, it generates you a new password. You log in with that, and then you go and you reset your password. So I did all that stuff, and I did it about 3 times, and I guess I finally figured out what the issue was. The issue is that on the forums, you can use special characters like quotes and all kinds of, caret signs and stuff like that. But on the actual game server, it doesn't allow for those special characters. So when I would do the reset, I would reset it and it would work for the forums, but not for the game. So when you go back to the game and you try to do your password, it wouldn't work because the game blocks those special characters. And even though the password is already set for that, to use those special characters, you couldn't log in. So that kind of sucked. It took a while to figure that one out. I kind of wish they would put that when you reset password, I wish it would say, don't use these fucking characters, because that took a while to get through and finally get it working. So either way, I'm back online now. I'm here. Last time I let off, I was at the medic bay because I was trying to heal up my health and action poon. Yes, my action poon. Action points. Man, it got hot in here. Oh yeah, it's all these words I'm spitting out so fast. Let me go check the AC. Oh, that's right, because it's Monday. I forget. AC is supposed to shut off on Mondays. Okay, I'm back. Whoa, apparently I didn't make it out of the cantina. I guess it must have been lagged out from hell. Yeah, okay, so I need to make my way back to the medic bay. And I noticed that when I was first trying to log in, like within the first few seconds, there was already 30 people trying to log in, or 30 people were already logged in. So there's a pretty active community. I think by the time I finally logged in, there's about 150 people. So that's pretty good. That means the server is alive and well, which is awesome. So I'm on my way to the medical center so I can get some healing for my health and action points. So I'm going to chill in there for a little while. So yeah, I guess I'll talk about the book a little bit more here. The Aliens book I was reading. In my, not last video, but the video before that, I was talking a little bit about that book, about what was going on in that thing, and it's pretty awesome. And I'm on the second book now, the Sea of Sorrows, or Sea of Shadows, I think it was. And where the hell am I? I'm lost. Oh, it's right here. No, that's not it. Medical facility up here. So where's my little dude at? Oh, here it is. Straight ahead. Okay. Yeah. Also, before I go out, getting tongue-tied again. So I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to listen to this guy play for the hell of it. And I'm going to heal up, hopefully. I don't have anything to heal myself, but I am in a medical facility, so I should be able to... Oh, look, somebody threw a heal at me. That's awesome. Cool. And I threw an action heal at that guy, so... Alright. Did I use a stim pack? I think I used a stim pack for that. Oh, they blew it off in one shot. Alright, someone's actually healing my action points, which is awesome. Awesome possum. Okay, so cool, my action's fully healed now. Let me take a look at my points here. Happy holiday. Anyone tech me some med skills? What if I could? What if I could? Sorry. Throw a heal at you again. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna turn on my waypoint for my other one, and I'm also gonna turn on the light source. And I still feel a little bit nauseated. I think it might be because of the temperature in here or something, or whatever the fuck. Okay, so yeah, on the password thing, so that shit was all fucked up. So I finally got it, finally reset the password, finally was able to get in. So yeah, that sucked. And it looks like I still got more points to finish here. I'm hoping someone heals the rest of my health points here, but it looks like no one's doing a damn thing. How much more do I got left? I got a little bit more quickness to heal. Quickness is healed up, awesome, and I need just about 149 more of those. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, passively it's healing up. So where's my cool gun? Here it is. And I still have my power up on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and equip that. Why did you stand up? Okay. All right. So the book, the last time I left off is basically the elevator. They were in the elevator and it fell always to the bottom, and that one dude broke his leg and shit. I was like, oh fuck. So basically, they're like, okay, we need to get to the other side of the mine to get on the other elevator to go back up to the surface, or not to the surface, but get to the fourth floor, so they can get the batteries and then take off, make it to the first floor, and then fly off. So that was the whole plan. So they open the doors and they start making their way for the other side of the other side of the mine shaft. And I can't recall how long they said it was, but something like a mile or two, I'm guessing here. So it's quite a bit of a ways away. So they start walking out there and shit like that, and during the whole time there's no problems. It's all like nicely, what you call it? It's nicely, it's lit up, but not like super bright or anything. Just strands of lights here and there. There's no heavy equipment laying around. Just a bunch of basically, they bind it out, and then they took their equipment back. It wasn't flooded with crap. Not like on the fourth floor and fifth floor where there's still equipment where people were actually still actively mining. This shaft was just built in the very beginning, and they're basically going to make their way down there, mining out the thermite. So they start digging around. Well, they start digging. They continue walking around, and they basically get to the point. Do they run into that shit? Yeah, I don't think so. I think okay. So they make it to the point where they see this giant crack in the wall, and one of the one of the miners, or the captain of the ship, remembers one of the reports that came back saying that they found something in the ship. They said they found a crevice that they broke through, and it opened up to a giant cavern, and they found something, and that was all the report said, and it said something amazing. So they find this crevice, and they're like, oh, this is the thing that was in the report. This is where they said they found something, and I'm guessing this is where those creatures came from, the ones that were on the ship. So they're like, oh man, so let's go take a look at it and see what it is. I'm trying to remember if that's it, if that's how it goes. I think they were driven that way. I think what happened is, as they got close to this crevasse, the crack in the wall, the room kind of changed. The hallway changed into that spider web, black and glistening stuff. The stuff you see on Aliens, where it's on the walls and looks like fucking webbing made of obsidian and shit, right? It's all shiny and stuff and almost moist. And they walk into this stuff, and they know these creatures are here somewhere, because all the miners are gone, and they know these things. There was a battle, but they can't find no bodies, and they haven't ran into any other creatures. So maybe they're thinking maybe there was only those three that jumped on the ship. They don't know, but chances are there's more of them. So that's why they're being real cautious. And they run into this black shit, and they're like, "What is this stuff? It's interesting. It's real shiny and stuff." So they start going through it, and they're looking for those creatures. They can. I don't know. I don't think they ever see them. They find the crack, and they decide to go into that crack to take a look. And one jumps down, takes a look, and he sees that it opens up to a giant freaking cavern, like a massive cavern, and it's and there's lights strung up inside it. It's not super well lit up. It's just a few lights here and there, and those lights are basically lighting up the area. And out in the distance, they can see something protruding out of the ground. This massive structure. It's kind of it looks non-man. Well, it looks non-terrestrial, if that's the word. So it's definitely some kind of organic. It looks organic, I guess I could say. Basically, they see the fucking spaceship, man. The spaceship from the movie, you know, the big giant horseshoe type thing. They don't say it looks exactly like that, but I'm guessing that's what I have in my mind. But apparently, this is a different type of ship. But they see some kind of ship, a massive thing. So they're like, oh my god, you know, this is amazing. It's a giant ship, and basically, they've been exploring space for 300, 400 years or something like that. Maybe humanity has, and they've only ran into other extraterrestrials maybe once or twice, and maybe once they found some artifacts of an old ancient civilization, but they haven't found any life. I mean, actually living ones or anything like that. So it's something like that. And I know somewhere along the lines they mentioned, like later on in the second book, they mentioned that they met some more life from other places. I think from Alpha Centauri or something like that. Man, my shit's healing up very, very slow. XP meds tips will do not buff me. Entertainment burn for med XP. Oh, okay. So I heal her and I get XP. That's basically what's going on. Cool. But I need to heal myself. Oh, no, still fucking... I mean, I have enough to go and start doing some shit, so rather than wait here all fucking day, I'm gonna run off. There's a master doctor that might be able to heal me. Probably not. Fuck it. Oh yeah, since someone else shows up now. Okay, so let me get my speeder out. Let me get out of town, and I'll continue back with the book. There's one this way. Broom, 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 broom. Zoom, zoom, huh? Boom, boom, yippee, yoo. There we go. Okay, I can shut this off. Alright, so they see this giant fucking ship and stuff, and they all follow down to go take a look, and they're all amazed. And then they hear the hissing and crawling of those creatures coming from the tunnel they just came from. Basically, right behind them, when they got inside the crack, they heard the noises right outside the crack. So one of the guys busts out his flamethrower and just blasts that area, and basically the entire rock around him becomes red hot. It starts melting, and basically the tunnel begins to seal. The entrance they came in through sealed up. Man, I got crazy lag there. And basically they end up kind of getting trapped in there. Not really. Well, I mean, I can't say he purposely did it, but he basically didn't want those damn creatures coming through that fucking hole. So they lit that shit on fire. The wall kind of slagged and melted and kind of almost sealed up the hole. They can see the creatures on the other side. They're trying to get through there, but it's fucking black talons and fucking hard shells and stuff trying to get through the fucking melted rock. But it kind of backs off because basically they stop firing the thing, and the rock begins to cool, and finally it kind of seals up, and like those things can't get through it. And this is thermite. Thermite usually comes with iron. I don't know if it comes with iron compound. Does it? What's iron come with? Iron comes with silver and lead and even mercury. I don't know if it comes with... I don't know what thermite comes with. I mean, I don't know what the natural elements that thermite usually binds with whenever it creates it, but whatever. Probably have to check out Cody's lab, and he might actually sell it. I believe he says he has thermite somewhere in his mines. Cody's another YouTube guy. He does a lot of cool experiments and stuff, and it looks like he's in Wisconsin or something. Pretty awesome, pretty intelligible guy. He does beekeeping too and a bunch of other stuff, and really awesome dude. Really awesome dude. Check out the channel, it's awesome. A lot of good stuff. All right, back with the book with the aliens. So the rocks melt and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, we're finally safe, from those creatures. But they know that these creatures came from somewhere, and they're guessing that these creatures came from this ship. As they get closer and closer to the structure, they realize that the structure is not made of stone, that it actually is made of some kind of organic material. And they can see that it's half buried in the ground, and that there's this giant crash sighting on the side, on one of the far ends, where it looks like it crash landed into the floor there back in the day, and left this big giant hole there. So basically this thing's been there for thousands of years or something, but they don't know how long. And they can see that this is where the miners put up lights and shit to go illuminate the object. So they start walking towards it and stuff, and then they're like, okay, we need to find another way back into the fucking the mines. So there's got to be. This is a huge crevasse. I mean, the mines, the tunnels should be somewhere nearby. We should be able to walk this way and then go to the wall. Something's attacking me. We should be able to find a way to get through the wall and back into the mines, and bypass those nasties back at where they melted the rock. So they start doing this, start going across the side of the fucking of the thing, and that's when they start hearing the hissing noise and the basically what the aliens make, the little noise and stuff. And they're like, oh shit, we're not alone in here. And they got a flashlight. They're trying to shoot around, but there's so many crevasses and crevices and rocks and stalagmites and all kinds of shit that are making pockets of shadow all over the place. And these creatures are like jet black, so these creatures can be anywhere. So like, oh fuck, we're kind of screwed if we're next to the wall, because these things can pretty much hide anywhere. So they're trying to shine the light at every single wall and stuff, and they're like, this is insane. We got to get more towards the open, basically away from these walls, because we're gonna get attacked by these things. And I think at the same time they were saying that one coming down the wall and stuff, so they like open fire on it, and they I believe they run it off. I don't know if they kill it. But yeah, so they're like, fuck this, and they basically make their way back to the. I need to switch gear. Hold on. I'm gonna put my head on. Who needs pants? I got this. Yeah. Boom, ba-dum, dum, dum, ba-dum. Oh yeah, this is how I go to work. Put on some pants. All the other shit, shirts and stuff, does not matter. Weighted Wookiee crap. Can't put that away because I'll drop it in here. Let me get some of this other crap out of my luggage. Let's get rid of all this stuff because I'm not using any of this shit. Can I put a bag inside a bag? You can put a bag inside a bag. 20 slots. Did it use up my 20 slots? Let me see. Yes, it does. It still counts as 20 slots. Well, that's okay. So, yeah, I'm going to keep that dress out. I'm going to put all those other guns that I'm not using in there. Put this shit in there too. Put in this shit in there. Might use those. I got my armor, and I'm not gonna use this bicep piece. Boots, I doubt it, but I'll keep those out. And there we go. Let's take a look real quick at the weapon. See how many charges of this shit I got. And it says I got 7 uses left. So 7 uses. I'm gonna go ahead and generate one of these. I'm not gonna put it on yet. I'm gonna see if I can take out these dudes without blowing myself up. Alright, so from what I can see here on the map, bring up my mini map, you can see these two are separate by themselves, so I might be able to take those out without issue. So, boom, first one, take out the second one, come on. It's a toughie. No, don't you help. Keep shooting them. Come on. Blow his ass. Wait. Holy crap, what hit me there? Shoot him! Fuck. Yeah, okay, so he hit me real hard with something that almost took all my life. Luckily I was able to take a knee and take some medicine. I know if you're here listening for the book, and I'm over here just shooting shit around, kind of interrupt in the middle of it, I'm sorry, apologize, but it's not a fucking book reading, If you want that, I'd say definitely go check out the book. I got it from Barnes & Noble. I just did a quick purchase while I was on the can one day, and I got it for the Nook. So, okay, let me see where these guys are at. There's 3 more dudes. They're all on that side. I'm gonna take my thing, and I'm gonna get on the other side of this thing. What's up, guys? Oh, nothing, just chilling, just passing by. Don't worry about me. Oh, why am I wearing armor? Well, I just like the way it feels, man. Okay, well, I see much more people than just 3. Oh, there we go. Fuck, there's a fuck ton. Okay, if I pull this guy, it might pull this guy who might pull this guy who, which might pull everybody. Okay, he's wandering off. Yes. Lie down. It's just him by himself. He missed. Still doing body shots on him. Okay, I think, oh damn, he did an action shot on me. I need to basically take a knee and heal. Excellent. Continue shooting this guy, come on. Alright, this mission is too difficult, I believe. This is the second time, and I've been killed, so I think... rather than fucking dying over and over and over and over, I'm gonna abort this mission and go find me another one. This one's too fucking hard. I believe that one was a 37. And I don't want to waste all my time fucking trying to get my body back and all this shit, and basically it ends progress. So to abort a mission, you basically bring up your data pad, you find the thing, you right click, do abort mission. Before we abort it, let's take a look at it. Difficulty 20. This thing should be super fucking easy apparently. Almost 6,000 reward. It's kicking my ass though. I don't believe it's difficulty level, so I'm killing it. Fuck it. Alright. Bringing back that up, turn on my terminal. Okay, let's get back to the Imperial base and get another mission. And that took way too long. It killed me again, and I don't want to fucking deal with it. So that base stays out there, and someone else can deal with it if they run into it. They don't get all the rewards or anything, but they'll still get faction for killing the guys. All right, so these creatures, they basically kind of run the people from the edge of the walls towards the center and towards the ship. They figured, oh crap, they're coming at us. We need a place to be able to fucking defend ourselves. Out in the open, these things can come from all around us, and who knows how many there are. So we can get swarmed, and we're screwed. We gotta find a strategic place to fight from. And they're like, okay, that ship will work as good covered. If we can get inside it or towards that opening, we can defend ourselves a little bit better. Because then we only have to worry about attacking stuff from in front of us or from within the ship, if there's anything inside the ship. So they make their way towards the ship, and as they do so, all these more and more of these creatures start coming down, and basically they're like, oh fuck, these things are going to be on us in seconds. So they make the run for it. Every now and then they stop and let out a few shots, and they're actually shooting and killing some of them. They shoot their flamethrower out there and kind of blast them off. They shoot the acid, and the acid actually works, and well, yeah. I don't know they don't use the acid yet. You haven't used the acid yet. They're just using the flamethrower and using the thumpers. And I think they use one of the thumpers for one of the actual charges, and that's when Ripley, she's with him. Ripley finds out how fucking powerful those charges are, man. So she blasts one, and like the concussion wave basically knocks her on her ass and knocks the wind out of her. Basically, she wasn't expecting it. And it's not the concussion from the shot itself, it's a concussion from the explosion that happens when it hits its target, and then it has like a 5-second delay, and then boom. So yeah, so they make it to the ship, and the creatures still coming. They start nailing a few of them. They're like, okay, fuck it. And then as they make it to the ship, they see that more of these alien creatures are actually coming from on top of the ship, from the wall back there. So they're like, oh fuck. So they make it inside the ship, and basically they run inside it, and they run down a few bits of the ways, and I think they reach a junction somewhere, and they're not trying to decide which way to go, and the alien creatures are coming, so they start fighting against that hallway. And when they do so, one of them lets out the flamethrower, and the flamethrower basically hits up the whole area, and then the ship begins to basically melt almost, and then that hallway becomes a seal itself. And they're all amazed like about the ship, because it looks like the ship is organic, like the ship was almost grown. So very cool stuff that they're like seeing, but at the same time they're also being chased down, so they can't really sit there and look at it and be all amazed by it. So, and plus this is the first time that any of them had ever seen any kind of alien stuff, other than the aliens that fucking killed everybody in the little drop ship. So yeah, so they ended up melting the hallway, and the hallway kind of seals itself, and one of the aliens tries to make its way through the fucking melted fucking slag, or where the fuck it is the ship's made out of, and that kind of hardens around the alien, trapping the alien's head stuck in there. And that's when they see that the alien has another mouth inside of its mouth with more teeth and stuff, and that thing's just out there shooting, trying to bite at them and shit. So this is a good time to test out the acid because they know these guys have acid blood, so they're like, maybe our acid won't even work on them. So they take the acid and they shoot it at it, and the acid 40 difficulty, fuck that. The acid burns and causes the creature's head to explode. So it's like, okay, yes, it fucking works. It's awesome. 4,000 northeast, 36. I want to get 34 and below, I think. Mainly because I don't want to fucking die so many times. Go northeast. No, I think northeast is where the city's at. I want to go that way. 6,000 northeast. I mean northwest. So... Okay, so we're gonna go north. Let me find another north. So yeah, they spray this alien with the acid, and his head explodes, and then the other aliens can't get through the opening because it's too small. So they're like, okay, fuck it, fine. We're safe for the moment. You know, they're like, we need to find another way out of this ship. I'm sure there's gonna be another way out of the ship. The ship's massive, right? And they'll probably take us back to that cavern, and we can sneak around, and we can make our way back and try to find our way through the mine shit again. So they turn around, and this hallway that they're in, it's like a split and goes into like 4 different ways or something like that. And one of them sealed off. And in the center, there is this a blue circle, like it's like an opening. It's almost like a tear drop. Like it opens up into another level below it, but it's covered by this like a bluish kind of like light, and there's like fog inside it, and it swirls around and stuff like that. They don't know what the point of this room is, or maybe it's a cold storage or what. They have no idea. It's just, it's weird. You know, one of them puts their hand in the blue stuff just to see it waves around and stuff, but they never explain it much. So my guess is that blue haze is just like the stuff from the what is it? I guess it's not the first movie. It might be the third movie with the Marines. You remember the third movie where they go and they find the spaceship and they see the basically the space jockey, and there's this blue haze where the eggs are at. I think that's kind of what it is. I think it's like that, something like that. It's kind of how you say it? It not sedates. It what's the word? Preserves, some kind of preserving field. Whatever. So nothing happens with that stuff. So they continue to a different way, trying to find it, and basically they do it by like, okay, we came in through this side, the tunnel. I know the fin continues this way towards this direction, so we should go this way, and hopefully we'll find another way out of the ship. And so they do so. They take off that way and start basically trying to make their way out, and basically climbing. Basically the ship's at an angle, so they're kind of climbing at an angle. Alright, there's dudes fucking everywhere here. Dudes fucking. No, not like that. I think if I shoot this guy, I'm gonna get his buddy. So I'm gonna lie down here. He's yellow, so he should be a one shot. Sweet. Pick them off. Since I'm down here, I'm just gonna sit down. I'm gonna add my keys real quick here. Controls, key binding, and we have character. I want sit. Here, stand up. I want that to be this. Whoops. Z. Sit down. We'll make that one V. No, because V's are our other thing. Where's crotch? Crotch. Knee. Knee. I'll make that one X. And prone, which I think is lay down. Is that what they call it? Lay down? It says prone, not lay down. Lay down. I hope that means prone. Okay, let's see what it does. C. Okay, C is prone. So that's the name of the lay down. Alright, stand back up. Oh, excuse me. Let me get some water here. All these words. Ooh, it's the perfect time to blast that guy away. Yeah, lie down before you hurt yourself. Mama always wouldn't ain't be in bed. What? Do you speak in English? English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Alright, so as they're climbing through the ship, they come to this thing where it basically seems like stairs. But they are very, very tall steps. They say they're about maybe a meter high. So that's about 3 feet or so. And you know they're like steps, but they're very big. They're about a meter high. So each step is real tall and shit. So judging from here, I'm thinking, okay, it must be like the space jockeys. Remember that thing was fucking lying down in that chair, and that thing was huge. You know, but like if you think of it, like in the movie, the latest one, the latest movie, the space jockey is human size, you know, or just a little bit bigger than taller than a human, so about maybe 8 foot or so, maybe 10 foot. You know, it's pretty big there, but you know, nothing as monstrous the size that they showed in the fucking in that third movie with the Marines. Is it the one with the Marines? No, yeah, yes, it is the one with the Marines. No, the Marines land on some planet. I guess no, the Marines did land. They did find that big giant spaceship. But yeah, so here you're like, okay, well, damn, you're thinking, you know, as a reader, you're thinking, okay, it must be those fucking aliens. I mean, maybe if they're that tall, even 10 foot tall at a meter high step, that's insanely tall for, you know, for them. So that leads you to believe that this ship is not the same kind of ship as the other one, because it's not the same type of indigenous alien. You know, it's bipedal because it has, you know, steps and shit. But the steps are so big that it can't be those other guys, because the other guys are like, you know, 8 to 10 feet tall, and these steps are a meter high. So this would still be very outrageous for them for stepping, unless they like taking big long strides like that. So that's what I got out of that part. And they mentioned these steps just to show you that they have to actually put their weapons up and then climb over them and stuff. And you know, basically, there's a lot of these steps, and you get tired of taking these steps. There's not something you can move through quickly. So either way, they basically climb up to the very top of these steps, and the wall's closed. There's a door or something, and it's sealed. And they're like, oh crap, we can't get through it. There's something on here, and they end up there's a panel next to it, and they fuck around with the panel or something, and it unlocks the door, and basically it opens up, it slides open almost like an eyelid, and it slides open, really revealing another thin membrane that peels open or slides open as well, and they're able to go through it. So like, oh wow, this ship still functions. But it's weird, the technology used, it's not like an actual mechanical thing, it's more of a biological lens or biological opening. You know, it's almost like a heart valve that opens up and then closes. So, you know, whatever this ship was, whoever made it, it's pretty impressive. So they go through there and stuff, and then they, as they're walking by this area, they find these mummified remains. And there are these giant creatures made about, I can't remember what they said. They're pretty big. I'm trying to think. I can't remember the size on them. I think maybe they said like 3 to 4 meters tall, and they're 4-legged. They look like oversized dogs. I'm gonna go around this house and see if I can pick these 2 guys off the side. Oh, you know what also happened? My weapon no longer has its upgrade, I believe. Yeah, it's lost its upgrade. So now there's 3 guys there. 1, 2, 3, all red. That's gonna be shitty. so they found these remains, and they're on the floor, and there's three of them, and basically it looks like a real large one, a thinner one, a lot, not as bulky, and then a little one. So they figured this must be an actual family of these things because it looks like there's a mother, a father, and a sibling. Man, I can't decide who to attack. Every time I go this way, by the time I get there, they move, man. Fuck it. I'm gonna get close. There we go. This guy. Let me start picking some of these guys off. Good. I know I'm gonna get three here. What are they? Red. It's right there. All red. Everyone in this fucking group is red. Oh crap, apparently I double clicked. Well, somehow I picked that dude off. Awesome. Since I seem to be doing pretty damn good with just shooting them, I'm just going to crawl up to them and then just go and start shooting. Ooh, by the time I get there, huh? Fuck. Okay, it looks like if I shoot this guy, I'm gonna get three guys. Nothing ventured, nothing lost, right? Or something like that. You're gonna live to regret that. Wait, what? You're gonna live to regret that? Oh yeah, I guess so. Instead of like being like, we're gonna kill you. He's like, you shouldn't have killed me. It always thought I'd have more time in this world. Aww. See what happens if you're an NPC? You get blasted. Now, see you later. Yep, see you later, dude. Okay, I'm starting to feel like a badass again. All of you, get the fuck down. I'll get back to those creatures in a second. Yeah, so the creatures are like, they're basically lying down the floor like they're protecting the little one. And they're like mummified. Basically they look like they're made of fucking dirt and shit. Like as they get near them, just their own. They took their helmets off at one point when they sealed that thing off. They found out there's actually ozone inside, so they took their helmets off, so they're not wearing their helmets anymore. Actually, they were never wearing them. They took their helmets off way on top when they got into the fucking mine shaft. So yeah, they're not wearing helmets. So yeah. So yeah, with their own breaths, basically the motion of the air causes the remains to kind of crackle and basically turn to dust and kind of collapse on themselves. You know, they're very brittle, very weak. These things have been here for thousands of years, you know, and basically they had dried out completely. Is that all of them? Did I finish both missions? I guess so. Okay, pick up two more. I can see the base from here. I can see my house from here. Was it? I can see my house from here. I can't remember what movie that was. Who knows? Oh, that's a rubber base or something there. Got a little antenna and shit going on. So yeah, the alien things. Okay, so they found those dog things. Like, oh, this shit must have been some kind of family ship because if it was and definitely those monsters, those aliens, those black things that are chasing them. There's no way those things could have created this and have intelligence, because those things were just fucking straight up just running, killing, look like animals and stuff, you know. So they kind of figured that this spaceship did not belong to those things, because these other things look mindless and just like wild animals. Excuse me. So, where are we at now? Oh, they found the bodies and stuff. Okay, so as they continue on, they find more of these dog creatures, and they're attached to the wall. Basically, as they start going down the hallway, the hallway starts having that black mucus membrane, glowing, slippery shit that the aliens make, the webbing. And they're like, oh crap! So they're getting the guns at the ready, walking around and stuff. But the place looks like it's been deserted for a very long time. The air is very still. Nothing's been moving in there. Oh shit! I'm on the other side of this thing. Oh, because I went to the north side. I guess I'll use the map to squeeze through here. So yeah, so they make the way through there. They come to an opening where they find more of those dog creature aliens, and they're attached to the walls. And they can see these things are basically cocooned into the walls, and the only thing exposed from them is their faces and their chest. And in front of these in front of the cocoon people, there's these like the eggs, the alien eggs. I don't know how else to put it. The containers. They look like like a very fat banana that's been peeled open, That's kind of what it appears like. What the alien eggs looks like. Southwest. Sure, we could do southwest. 48. Well, 40. Fuck that. East, 36. Southeast, 32. Okay, we're going to do southeast. It's not as much pay, but I really don't feel like dying at the moment. Let's see the way. And these bodies are also cocooned and modified. Here comes the ship. Let's go land. Actually, no, there's just random ships. Oh, what's cool here? You can look up in the sky. So I can stop my thing and see if I can see them. No, you don't see any right now. But during the day, you can actually see the giant ships coming. Those triangle sons of bitches, the big the battleships, the imperial battleships, the big large fucks. It's pretty cool. You see like a formation of 3 of them coming or something like that. They're way up there in space, but you can still see it. Wow, pretty huge. So what was I talking about? Okay, so they can see that these creatures. In front of them, there's also the not skeletal remains, but another mummified corpse of the face huggers, basically the spider-like things, and they can see that each one of these aliens, the dog people that are strapped to the wall, their chest looks like it's exploded, and something came out of them. So they're seeing all this stuff for the first time, so they don't know anything about the xenomorphs and what they do, or the different stages of incubation. So they're like, what the hell happened here? Blah blah blah, whatever. So they continue going along, basically trying to find their way up. They find some more steps. They take those steps up, and they come to basically a giant, basically like I want to say like a warehouse, but basically a giant hangar in the ship. And this hangar is humongous, and it has that blue light shield stuff, and it's surrounding these giant fucking eggs, and these eggs are about 10 feet tall. They're massive. They're nothing like the little ones they saw that were in front of the dog people. These things are huge. So whatever comes out of these things must be pretty goddamn big. And basically, let's see, was it in this room yet? No, it's not to that room yet. Not that giant room yet. They get to another giant room where the basically the upper area is opened up to the sky. I mean, opened up to the sky. It's not the sky. It's opened up higher. It goes higher into the ship. And in this room, all around are those eggs, the little eggs all over the place, and they still look fresh and moist, and they can even see shit moving in them. And of course, the scientists or the geologists, whoever the fuck's in there, basically goes and leans forward and basically gets nailed in the face with one of the face huggers. And it's like every fucking time. They knew those things, those eggs, that something came out of them, and that they were still alive. And she still fucking got next to it. And basically, she had a flamethrower on her, and one of those things just jumped on her face and started, basically doing its alien thing. And yeah, that escalated. So she goes down, and they're trying to rip this thing off. They pull out the knife, and they're going to try to cut it. But as they do so and try to, they start hearing those the hissing noise and hearing those claws, and those aliens start coming down from the ceiling. Basically, they start crawling down the walls around this circle room that they're in, and they can also hear the aliens coming from the room they just came from, so that they're kind of blocked in. So they're making their way across the room, and there's these eggs everywhere. So they bust out the flamethrower, and they start blasting all these eggs. And as soon as the fire hits these eggs, they start boiling, and they start popping and shit. And as they do so, these creatures seems like they get agitated, get pissed off more, and come at them. And basically, so they're there fucking just blasting the aliens and fucking, setting eggs on fire, shit like that. And during that time, they hear a giant shriek, and this giant fucking leg comes from the top, and it's like this giant leg, like one of those creatures, but this thing is humongous, massive in size. So Ripley looks up and sees this giant creature coming down, and instead, basically loads up one of the explosive charges and fires up into it. The charge goes up, she counts a few seconds, and boom, it explodes. This time it doesn't knock to the floor because she's already fired this thing. She knows what to expect, and she braced herself for the impact. And when it did so, the air concussion wave came and everything down, and down comes falling one of the giant legs and arms, and half the bottom part of one of these massive creatures. This was a queen, and this made all the other aliens flip their lids, and they came fucking rushing, and they just basically set fire and killed a whole fuck ton of them. And they made it across the room, dragging the other person along that had the face hugger on them. They finally make it to the other side, and they start going up. There's more steps, fucking these steps. So they start climbing up the steps in a hurry, and Ripley's in there setting shit on fire and blowing stuff up, and basically they make it out of that room, and the whole room's on fire because the flamethrower the floor caught fire because of the heat of the flamethrower, and it was just, the whole room was burning and shit. So they make it out of there, and the other aliens that were coming kind of slow down because of the fire, and they're also trying to tend to the queen, but the queen's fucking dead, man. She got blown up by one charge, which gives you an idea how powerful these fucking explosive blasts are, which is awesome. Okay, my person's not going to heal up mine because of this helmet, so I'm going to take the helmet off, and that should help regen that. So if we look at our stats here, now we have more mind, so we should recharge these. I think, yeah, that's cool. That would have been a perfect shot to take that dude out. They're all spread out right now, which is actually great for killing. If I can just get up here, lie down, shoot this bitch. Hurry, I'm in need of... Crawling on the floor, crawling on the floor. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, doing everything a spider can. I don't know why I'm crawling. They're not aggressive, so I don't really have to worry about them. Okay, so they make it up. They climb up that fucking that shaft, and basically they get away from those creatures. And again, they open the door and they go into the next room. And this is one of those giant this is that giant warehouse I was telling you about, where basically there's a blue light surrounding this field, or there's a big field surrounding this area that has 5 of these giant fucking eggs. And now that they've seen what one of the queens looked like, or one of the massive ones, they figure that these eggs house baby miniature versions of that thing, and they're like, this is insane. There's 5 of these things. Were these dog people creating these things? Were they hatching them? What were they doing with these things? They don't know. Are these things biological weapons that they made? I mean, what's the point of these things? It's crazy. So they kind of start getting the idea that maybe these things genetically created these creatures to be as uh, a weapon of war. And basically, some accident happened, and they got freed, and basically destroyed the entire ship. So that's what they're thinking might have happened. And they're like, "Fuck it, we need to get out of here." And Ripley's like, we need to destroy these things. Fuck that. She has this hatred for them already because she lost all her friends on the big mining ship, and it was only one of these fucking aliens, and not even a queen. It was like a little tiny alien. It still fucked up the whole world. I guess we killed them both. Awesome. So yeah. So they end up finding another hallway, and they're like, okay. One of the guys goes up scouting, and they're like, okay, this door leads outside into the open outside of the ship, and then we're out back in the cavern again. So yeah, they're like, all right. So we made it out, and they go out there, and they still got the guy with the face hugger on his face, and some other guys were hurt with the acid that fell from the big queen and shit, and so they're up there trying to patch each other up. The guy with the broken leg is still fucking trucking along. I don't think they actually kill him yet. He actually like starts running and shit. They're like, he's like, fuck this leg, because they put a splint on it, so it still hurts like hell. But still, he's like, fuck this, I don't want to die. Trooper man to the end. So they end up getting to the top there, and they're waiting. They're basically making sure everyone's stable, everyone's good, everyone's bandaged up, and what you call it? Ripley was all fucked up. Like she got like slashed in her chest, and like almost her innards were coming out and stuff like that. So they patched her up, and they gave her some morphine and shit and stuff. And well, I don't know if that happens yet. Who knows? I don't know about that part yet. I know she's pretty beat up, and she's fucking losing her mind now. So they make the top thing, and they're like, "Where's Ripley?" And they're like, "Oh, she went back down." And they go back down there, and they see Ripley in that room with all the queen eggs, and she basically lights them fuckers up and blows them all up, destroys all those eggs and stuff. And as they do so, those things screech. Whatever's inside starts screeching and yelling, and you can hear the hissing of the other aliens coming. And the dude that's with her, which is, I guess his name is Hoop, he's like, "Oh, we gotta get out of here, man. They're coming. So they grab Ripley, and they pull her back, and she's all crazy right now. She's not paying attention, and like dude's lucky she didn't fucking open fire on his ass. These two missions here are 40s, and they're going the same direction, but we got killed last time, so we're not gonna do that. 6,042. Okay, I think we can do 36s. So let's do 36s. 36 at north. So let's do another north. I'll come back to the story in a second here. The north. 34, we'll take it. We're not as ballsy as we were before. Oh fuck, you gotta go through the city. Damn it, that's why I didn't want to go north. So north is the city. That means I'm gonna have to go right through this bitch. Okay, we're looking for hallways, turning for hallways, going for hallways. No hallway there. Turn this way. Stuck. Here's a hallway. Turn. Go through it. This way. To the edge of that building on the right. Boom. Out. We're done. Going to this way. There's a campment. We can go to the side of the campment and go. Break through this wall if we can. Oh, we did. Okay, cool. Alright, so, yeah. So they get down there. Ripley's blowing up all those eggs and shit, and like all these aliens are pissed off. They're coming at her. So again, the whole room's on fire because she has a flamethrower and shit, and they drag her out of there. And basically they set up the whole room on fire. So Hoop ends up taking her back up towards the top where everyone's at. And now, okay, they're like waiting. Okay, these creatures are coming and shit. But they don't come right away. So they're like, okay, fuck it, we got to make our move now. So they get out and they start running, or they start making their way towards the wall where they think the mines are at. And as they're going through there, they I don't know how it happens, but they find a crevice that takes them back into the mines. I don't remember if they go back to where they came from and they just make their way through there, or they find another hole or another opening. I don't recall because they don't really say it. They just say they find their way back into the mines. So they find their way back into the mines and shit, and they get through there and they start going through there. They're like, okay, which way to the elevators? They're like, this way. Okay, it's marked, and they start making their way to the elevators. And as they're going through there, there's sections where it's still that black spiderweb shit, so they're being real cautious because now they know these creatures are the ones that create that fucking thing. Let's take a. Oh, this is all red. What the fuck these are? You see, these missions are now starting to get eviler, 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 eviler. A lot of these fucks, whatever they are. Now, red creatures, I think they will blow up your shit. So, let's be a little more cautious with these. If I shoot that guy, I'm gonna get 2 more. Oh, right, they're not as powerful. Right? Take the full pitch. I love a gunfight. Well, I'm not wearing a helmet anymore. Maybe I should put some pants on. I want to get that guy on the outside here. I believe it's that dude right there. And he should be a 1-shot, but I think I'm going to pull 3. Aha, instant kill. Okay, so I got 1 red guy and everyone else is light. Come on, drop him. I like the way it fucking hits everyone that's furthest away instead of the guy in front of me. Okay, took them all out. Did it loot them? No, they didn't loot them. Okay, so they make their way back to the tunnels, and they end up finding their way all the way to the second mine shaft. And they're like, all right, fucking awesome. We made it to the mine shaft. They know these creatures are back there, and they're coming for them. They're pissed off because they killed the queen and shit. And so they make it to the elevator. And they're like, okay, we're here at the elevator. We need to get the fuck up there. So they make sure that it's operational. There's no damage that hasn't been tampered with. Everything's good. So they get inside the elevator, and they basically turn it on and start going for the surf. Well, not for the surf. Start going for the 4th floor because that's where the batteries are at, and that's what they need to pick up. I'm picking up the bodies. I'll get those bodies later. I can get this. You know, I need to start blowing this thing up. There should be a body here. Oh, past it. Right here. Oh. There you are. So fucking dark. So they make their way to the elevator and they get in there, and there's probably maybe about 4 of them left now. The guy with the broken ankle, he's still there. He's still trucking along. They gave him some morphine because they got a med pack with them and shit. That's kind of why, I guess, why he can run and shit. So they get in the elevator and they start climbing in the elevator. They make it up the first floor. I went in the first floor. They make it up the they were on the 9th floor, I think, and then they make it up the 8th. The fucking, I can't even count backwards. They make it all the way up to the 4th floor. But right when they're passing the 5th floor, something just rips through one of the walls and grabs Hoop, who's right next to the fucking controls and shit. And just a big old claw just reaches out, grabs him by the chest and shit. And this other guy comes in there and starts punching it, knocking it out of the way, and basically the guy with the ankle. And basically, a Hoop gets free, I think. And then that dude ends up getting grabbed by the alien. And basically, it starts pulling him through the fucking, let's see, yeah. Yeah, they pull him through the wall. I mean, they pull him through the fucking wall. And you can hear him screaming, and they're trying to, the other guy grabs his legs and trying to pull him back in. And they hear like something real loud snap, crackle, and the guy's voice just starts gurgling and then falls silent and shit. And as that happens, their legs that they're grabbing just kind of become loose, and they pull it through, and it comes out that whatever the fuck happened on the other side, they had severed him in 2. And they kept the people inside the elevator had the second half, and the aliens out there had the other half. And the elevator kept going up until it reached the 4th floor. So this was at the 5th floor. So 1 floor below them, there's those aliens, and they had just fucking killed one of their guys. Not only that, but that's the dude that broke his ankle at the first when the first elevator dropped. He went through all this bullshit, all this fighting, all this running through the ship, and I went through it pretty fast. But in the book, it's a pretty long deal. It's a good, half the book is inside that alien ship. It seems like, and this guy survived all this shit, and then boom, out here, as soon as that dude got just fucked. Oh my god, come on, shoot! Target one of those, the right people, man? Fuck. Fuck, man. The targeting just kept fucking up. I had to fucking turn away from the shit, from the fucking flag so I can hit the right guy. But either way, I leveled up Pistolier. I'm Novus Pistolier now, which is awesome. So yeah, that dude survived all that shit only to get fucking pulled out of the elevator and ripped in half. It's not for sure if the elevator going up is what cut him in half, or it was the aliens. All I know is the dudes were screaming and shit, and well, the aliens were fucking clawing at him and biting him and shit, and something happened. He basically got ripped in two. I think what happened, he might have hit one of the cross beams, and the cross beam basically, the elevator severed him in two. But who knows? Maybe the aliens did rip him off. But yeah, so they make it out there, and they're like, holy shit, we gotta move fast. Because these aliens are right below them. They might be able to climb up the fucking elevator shaft and get to them. And they're like, fuck. They're all freaking out. I think one of the guys inside the elevator throws up because of the floor and all that shit. Basically their friend's body is there. What? Fucking shoot, bitch. Take a knee, why not? So they get out, and this floor is more lit up. There's a lot more lights hanging here. They definitely can see that the ground has been more trafficked. I can't say the word. Where there's more apparent visual notifications that someone's been walking. That's recently been used within the last 70 some days at least, and that it's more traveled. The road's flatter. There's not as much loose dirt. There's equipment everywhere and shit. Basically mining equipment, trucks and stuff like that, carts and shit. And there's a bunch of basically like carts, for moving stuff around and shit like that. So they're like, okay, we need to move fast. We know this thing's out there. How far away is the supply depot? Basically the thing we're trying to get to where the batteries are at. They're like, okay, the supply depot is this way about 100 yards. Okay, so Poop grabs one of the carts and they start making their way that way. While they watch in front of them, watch behind them, because these aliens are fucking somewhere in the elevator shaft, and they could be hiding somewhere else ahead of them. So they cautiously make their way to the supply depot, and they finally find the supplies and stuff. They find the batteries, and they load one of the batteries up, and there are 2 more batteries there. And right before that, Ripley says, we have to destroy these things. We cannot let these things remain here. We have to blow up this whole place. Even if we don't make it out, we need to make sure this place gets destroyed. And Hoop's like, well, I know I can make one of these batteries go critical, and it'll be like a nuclear blast goes off. And plus, it's a thermite mine, so it will increase the yield of the explosion. So Hoop does his thing, his magic, and he wires up some of the batteries to basically overload. He doesn't know precisely how much time they have. Basically, they know that they wire these things, they cross-wire them, they shut off all the safeties and stuff, that these batteries will overheat and then go critical, and basically fucking fusion will fucking happen. But he doesn't know if it's going to take 10 minutes or it's going to take 10 hours. He just doesn't know. He estimates you have about 2 to 3 hours because the coolant system, he disabled the coolant system. He estimates about 2 or 3 hours before it goes off. And they're like, that's plenty of time to get out of here. Let's get out of here. Because he remembers somewhere that there was an error with a coolant system, and it took about 2 or 3 hours, and the thing was going to go critical, and they were able to repair it before that time. So it's something that he kind of seen beforehand. Southeast. We're gonna go southeast. So Hoop sets up this thing, and they end up grabbing, I think, 2 batteries, and rigging one to explode. Yeah. So they load them in the cart and they take off, and they make it back to the elevator, and they still no run-ins with the aliens and stuff. So they get in the elevator again. This time they're being careful. They move the body out of the half the body out of the elevator shaft. They're being real careful, making sure that no other aliens are nearby and shit like that. So like, oh fuck, So they turn the elevator back on and they continue going up, and they make it to the fucking surface. So now they're inside the big giant dome, and they're like, okay, we gotta make it out. So they're still being very cautious, make sure there's no more aliens chasing them and shit like that. So they make it all the way to the ship, or they make it out to the ship area, and they're like, okay, we need to shut all these doors and blah blah blah. Make sure that nothing's out here, nothing's waiting for us. Make sure nothing's in the ship, and they ended up making it to the ship without problem. They get in the ship and they take off, and they go redock with the ship in space. Their big mining ship that's orbiting the planet. And now the orbit's decayed so much that ship, basically, if within 10 hours or something like that, it's supposed to, the estimation is 10 hours and it'll start hitting the atmosphere, or something like that. I don't know if it's 10 hours or something. It's some amount of time. All right, and there's still an alien loose on the spaceship. So they land there, they dock and stuff, and basically, they're like, okay, fuck it, we need to get these batteries to the other ship. We need to take these batteries to Ripley's ship. That was the thing. They all wanted to get to Ripley's ship because Ripley's ship had a stasis pod, and has more life support because it's a lifeboat. It's a what do you call them? Okay, what do you call it? Ejection pods, safety rods, whatever you call them. And it has a stasis pod, or 3 or something like that. So they're like, okay, we need to get to this thing, and we need to load it up with supplies. So they get the batteries to there, and they wire the batteries up, and they hook them up and stuff, and start setting it up. Well, not yet. They put everything ready by the door because her dock, they haven't got to it yet. But okay, so they decide, okay, we need to go get the supplies. We need to get them quick. We know there's an alien in here. We don't know exactly where he's at. So, we'll see. We'll go hunting for it. We'll walk around. We'll make sure we take, be cautious and make sure we look at every hallway and stuff like that. And we run around. We know that it's only one of them. They've already fought a whole fuck ton of them. So they feel more confident that they can take this thing out if it appears. So they make their way, and Ripley is really fucked up. I mean, her insides are basically hanging out because they had to tape her up and all that whenever she was fucking around with the queen eggs and shit like that, and she's all cut up and shit. And like they said, her entrails are basically hanging out of her abdomen. I think it's abdominal. And plus, the other lady that was with him was a medic, and she was pretty messed up too. And she's all cut up. I think she, I can't remember what happened with her. I know she's fucking almost close to dying, but still hanging around. Ripley's pretty much in and out of consciousness at this point. So they take her to the med bay, and the med bay, Weyitani has one of those really expensive medical pods. These are the pods that you see in the last movie of, the fuck was it called? Revelation or something? I don't remember what the last movie was called. But, that big giant pod that you stick in them and they do surgery and stuff. In that movie, the girl goes and tries to have a cesarean and gets that foreign body removed from her body. So they have one of these things on the ship, mainly because it's a big giant mining operation, and it's so far away from Earth that if Weyitani did not have one of these things, it'd be nuts. One of these things would be able to patch anybody up in case of any accident happened. So every big ship had one of these things. So they load up Ripley in there, and they're like, okay, how long is it gonna take? It's about 30 minutes or something like that, and it's pretty damn quick to fucking patch someone up as bad as she was. So it does, like, it even does blood infusion and stuff like that. So, gives her back some of the blood she lost, and it heals her up. It patches up the scars. Whoa, it was pulled up right next to me. Are they on me? Are they on me? No. This guy on the far outside. I don't want to nail. Oh yeah, something's wrong. Boom, bitch, lie down. You are over here by yourself. That's your mistake. And we got, oh, you're walking by yourself, guy? Oh no. Come on, guy. No valid medicine. Let me eject one of these now. How are we doing on our weapon? No, we lost our bonus, so we'll generate another one, add to our gun. Alright. And we'll heal up one more time. So we got 1 red guy, 2 red guys, 3 red guys, 4 red guys. Fuck, they're all red. This must be the 36. So we gotta be a little bit careful about this. I think we can pull that furthest one away. We gotta go all the way around though to get to him. I might be able to get the first 2 here. Come on, give me that 3rd guy. There you go, this guy. I think I can get him, yep, by himself. And I think I can get that outside guy. Uh-oh, they all popped. Not the base. Finally the targeting worked. See what happens when the target works? When the targeting works, it's easy. But that's because I hit tab and I saw that I was targeted on the flag and I just untabbed off of it, got the next guy. So I knew that the next tab was going to be the next guy. So I just went ahead, clicked, started blasting, clicked, clicked again, started blasting. It's all about that goddamn targeting system, man. Fuck. 2 bodies up here. Grab these. Okay, trying to remember. Alright. Also, while this is going on, they're trying to get supplies, and Ripley's inside the med pod. Hoop and the other guy are trying to go out and get supplies together and stuff. And one of the girls basically is a chick that had the alien inside her. That's right. Before they took off from when they really made it to the top of the mine, that girl, the face hugger fell off and she regained conscious and stuff. And they all like, oh my god, she has one of those things inside her. We need to kill her. And Ripley's all talking about we need to fucking kill her before we leave this planet. We cannot take her with us. And they're like, you know what? If we can get her up into space, we can get her at the med pod. We can have that thing aborted out of her. We can still save her. They're like, okay, but I can't fly with her in the ship. It's like, okay, you know what? She agrees. She says, well, you can put me in the airlock and make your way up there. If I show any sign of me losing consciousness and this creature coming out, you open the airlock and shoot me onto space. So Ripley agrees to that stuff, and they take her with her. And she can feel the creature inside her body moving, but it's not yet time. So she makes it out. She also she assists us with going to get supplies and stuff. And the AI is actually infected their main ship. So the AI opens all these doors. It basically opens all the doors. The AI knows that the alien creature is hiding in one of the warehouses or fucking supply depots, whatever you want to call them. So it opens all the doors going to it, and basically, kind of coaxes the creature to come towards them, and basically blocks all the doors and opens a straight path for them. So they're out there trying to go get these supplies and stuff like that, and basically this alien runs into them, and they all start fighting this thing. And the alien knocks the girl over, the one that has the embryo inside her, and basically starts attacking people and shit like that. And I think Ripley's with them at this point. I think it's right when they get to the ship, the alien starts fucking up everybody, and this is where Ripley gets really, really hurt. The acid gun gets knocked out of her hand and stuff, but she's still all trying to fight this thing off, and that's where she gets all clawed up, I think. And the alien kind of ignores the chick with the embryo. So she sees that Hoop gets attacked pretty bad. The other doctor gets attacked pretty bad, and this chick is like, you know what? Fuck this. This thing won't kill me, so I'm gonna use that to my advantage. And she just starts charging this thing, going after it with the fucking acid gun and or whatever the fuck gun she has. And you can hear this creature screaming in pain as it gets hit, and it keeps running, and she just keeps chasing it. And they can hear it on their comms and stuff. So they're still fighting this creature, and they run off. And the AI knows that she's infected with one of the alien creatures and stuff. So the AI is trying to preserve her. The AI wants her to get inside of a med base so they can basically put her into stasis or something. The AI is hoping that she will survive and she gets on the ship and goes into stasis, because then he can take that back to Wayne Yutani, and that's what Wayne Yutani wants. He wants a sample of this alien creature. So that was the last 36 we did. What's our thing at? Our faction, 3 something. East Droid 32. We'll do that. We'll go east. Mainly because there's another east right here. How much money do we have now? Alright, 119,000. So, yeah. So she starts chasing this alien away, and everyone's pretty fucked up. This is where Ripley got really, really jacked up. And that's where she's basically losing consciousness because she's barely fucking alive, and she's all cut up and her insides coming out. Excuse me. So they take her to the med bay, and they get her to the med pod. And then the other doctor chick, she's pretty fucked up too, but she's a trooper, man. I think she gets herself an adrenaline shot or something like that, and she's basically gonna take Ripley through, because Ripley's not gonna make it in time. Why is there an orange arrow pointing behind me? It's probably the target of the creature. See this orange arrow down here? I don't know what that is. I think it might be my target. Okay, so they get her in the med bay and heals her up just fine. And they go out to get supplies, and they can hear that girl. She basically chases the alien into one of the storage shells and stuff, and the alien keeps trying to get out, and the alien's trying to get around her, but she can't because she's blocking the way, and the alien doesn't want to hurt her because she has an embryo, and she's like, well, fuck this. She can feel her chest. She can, basically she's losing breath. She can feel this thing starting to push against her body, and it's kind of making its way through her chest. So she knows she's gonna die soon. So she does something. I think she takes her. I think she has a flamethrower with her, and she basically does something to it that causes it to explode. And they're talking to her over the comms, and they think she's dead and stuff. She's still alive, but she knows this thing's coming, and basically this creature's in here with her, and she's not gonna let it loose or survive. So she ends up blowing up. And I think she actually kills the other alien. So she blows up the embryo that's in her, and the other alien that's in the ship. So she ends up killing both aliens, which is awesome. That's a win-win. That means no more aliens to deal with. So now that's left is 3 people. It's Hoop, the doctor, which is her name's Proziak or something like that, and Ripley, who just finished getting healed up by the medbay. So Ripley comes out of that thing. She's just fine. She's still a little bit woozy and stuff, kind of out of conscious and shit like that. So Hoop, knowing that there's no more aliens available or around, or he doesn't know for sure if that alien was killed. So he's like, maybe this alien might still be around, blah, 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 gotta be cautious and careful. And basically, the other girl gets inside the med pod, and basically Hoop's there, and he has all the supplies with her and stuff. And the other lady already had some supplies ready, some fucking, basically some medicines, medications, some tools, some condoms. And they make a little joke about it. And he's like, condoms? He's like, yeah, it's a very fucking long trip. So, apparently, she was planning to nail Hoop, or who knows, whatever. Basically, it's a long trip. They figured it would take them, how many years? Like 9 years or something like that to get back to Sol System. So either way, she gets in the med pod, and the med pod closes. The straps come out and shit, and then all of a sudden. Well, remember how I said the AI is in the ship? The AI takes over the med pod, and the med pod just starts pulling out, it pulls out its laser and starts carving into her, cutting her up and stuff. And she's all screaming and shouting and stuff. And Hoop's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then he remembers about the AI. He's like, "Holy fuck, the AI's fucking got control of the med pod." So he's trying to open the door, but he can't open the door. The lady's in there screaming as this thing's like cutting her open and stuff. And then it goes up to her throat, pulls up the laser, and just fucking slices her throat open. And she starts choking and basically drowns in her own blood. But yeah, the fucking AI killed her inside the med pod. It's like, what the fuck, you know? So the Hoop's all freaked out. So now he's like, yes, this Ripley's not crazy. This AI is fucking insane. Oh, this is a deep ravine. The dead guy's still talking. Get up here, bitch. I got higher ground. So I think as long as I got higher ground, I have a better chance to hit these guys. Wait for her to step a little bit further away. That's good enough. Get over here, bitch. Alright, I got it. Okay, cool. So what was I talking about? Yeah, so they killed that lady. It's like, oh shit, so Hoop's all freaked out. It's like, oh, it's only him and fucking Ripley now. And Ripley is basically unconscious. So he puts her over his shoulder and takes the cart that he was loading up all the supplies on, and he takes it to the fucking the ship, the Nostradamus. This is the ship that Ripley came in. And he kind of has a thing for Ripley because Ripley's a nice looking woman. She's muscular and a fucking... she's not fat or anything, and she's how do you say? She's kind of like the whole fucking, what do you say? The Princess Leia of aliens, you know, the authoritarian or not commanding, confident woman type person, you know, personality. So you know, Hoop's glad that he was able to save her and shit. And also during this whole time, Ripley's having these dreams of her baby girl named Amanda. She was 5 years old when she left, and by now Amanda's probably in her 30s, you know, or she's probably 35. She might not even remember her, you know, as her mom. And by now she probably has a family of her own and stuff. So, you know, Ripley's like keeps having dreams about her as a little girl, and in the dreams she's constantly getting attacked or killed by these fucking aliens. So that's kind of what kind of drives her into we cannot let these alien creatures go home or follow us or make it back. We can't let Weyland-Yutani take these things back to Earth because they will kill everybody. No one should have this kind of power. No, I mean not power, but these creatures are uncontrollable. You know, it's a bad idea for anyone to have these things. If they're used in war once, they can escape and basically decimate the entire population. So that was her whole thing with trying to blow everything up. That's why she was kind of going crazy, because she kept having these dreams of her little girl getting blown up, and well, not blown up, but you know, ripped open, and aliens fucking her, fucking her up. Yeah. Okay. What was I gonna do? I have my faction now. I might be able to go do my. Let me see my faction. My faction is 384. I'm gonna go talk to the rebel. I mean the rebel. Yeah, the rebel recruiter. Say, hey, what's going on, man? Give me a job. No, I'm gonna go see the recruiter for the Imperial, and then I'm gonna see if I can get a pilot's license. One thing I was looking at is that it didn't look, when I looked at the website for the emulator site, it didn't say that jump to light speed was working. It showed red. So my guess that it's not fully implemented yet, but I don't know. Okay. Greetings, civilians. Would you be interested in joining the military? I said yes, and then you were like, nothing. I would like to join the military. Bitch. Did you hear me? Greetings, civilian. Would you be interested in joining the military? Yes, I would like to join the military. Okay, joining the military is a big commitment. Are you sure that you are ready? You realize that those upstart rebels will attack you on sight. Not so called special forces, but their main troops. Not the so called special forces, but their main troops. Okay. Welcome to the Imperial military. I expect good things from you, recruit. Alright, do I have my thing? Target F1. Boom! Look like fucking Wanahakalugi Imperial. And as soon as I go down the hallway, I'm gonna get blasted away. Okay, now let's join the Air Force. Where's the Imperial Air Force? Where was it? Okay, this Capitol building. So let's go around here and let's go get my pilot's license. I hope. I think there's an entrance right here towards the end. Yeah, I think right here. This little fucking bullshit right here. Yeah. Fuck. There's no bullshit over here. Hooyah. And then fuck. Walls. Balls. Is this it? Or is it this one? Damn it, it's this building, isn't it? Is there a back door? It shows there's a back door here, but I don't see a back door. Oh, it's on top. That's why. Okay, so let me go this way and get around the building. Oh, wait, how to do that? I gotta go this way. Fucking walls. More walls, more things. Here we go. Are we in front of the building? Finally in front of the building. Okay, get this map off. Get off my speeder. Now my speeder is also Imperial now, so my rebels can blow that bitch up if they wanted to. If they want to be dicks. So as you see my mini map now, it has all these little pink silhouettes. Those are, man, these guys are huge. Look at these fucks. The fuck is up with those guys? I guess they're called elites. So yeah, balls. So yeah, those pink guys are my Imperials, and Rebel Scum come up as red. All right. Wait. Wait a minute, dude. Imperial pilot trainer. Examine. Imperial pilot trainer looks like instant death. Okay, yeah, but he's not training me. My God, jump for light speed's not working yet, is it? Fuck. God damn it. Okay, apparently you cannot be a pilot yet. Oh man, I just became an Imperial for nothing. Well, I'm gonna get killed. Oh well. So yeah, that happened. That's unfortunate. A Politican. I don't want to be a fucking Politican. Imperial Pilot Coordinator. Imperial's Trooper. Wasn't there a black dude here? Oh, Stormtrooper. Oh, hahi. Well, I'm Imperial now, and I'm gonna get fucking attacked on sight, and I didn't even get my pilot's license. This is gay. I guess I should have read up on it. Okay, let's get out of this thing. Mission terminal right there, but we're gonna find the Imperial mission terminal, which is over here. Since I am an Imperial now, I get different missions, I believe. And I guess I didn't need 2,000 experience. I need 2,000. I'll probably only need 200 experience. 200 faction points. 200, 250 sounds more like it. Okay. Can I talk to these dudes now? Imperial Recruiter? Man, you're right here, bitch. I would like to reevaluate my activity in military status. I would like to use my personal leave time. I believe it's time for me to end my tour of duty. I believe it's time for me to review my rank. I am looking for requisition supplies. What's my rank? What? Ah, yes. According to your record, I am authorized to promote you to private. I would like to be promoted, sir. You have been promoted. I believe it's time to look. Wait, resign. supplies. Would like to use my personal leave. I would like to reallocate military stands. I'm looking for some supplies requisition. Basically, requisition supplies you can bring up here. Okay, I need a uniform, bitch. So here's what it cost: 150. Now, this I believe are faction points, not actual currency. So if we bring up my options here, I have 300 something points. Is that what that is? I'm not sure. Let me see. Let me convert. Let me see if it gives me a weapon. I would like to look for some requisition supplies, furniture. I would like to requisition additional troops. I can make my own little troop of armies of dudes follow me, so I can actually be leading a platoon or a squad of stormtroopers, and they can be elites, they can be snipers, and they can be all kinds of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Personal protectment armament. Yes. The fuck. Cost 4,000. So, stormtrooper chest piece. 4,000. 4,000 what? You do not have enough faction standing to spend. Okay, so we know that it uses the points here. So to get a chest piece, I need 4,000 fucking points. So let's look at the armor. And I can't afford any of this shit. I can pick up a mine. Yeah. I can pick up an officer's uniform. What else do you got? Personal armaments, a new uniform. I would like to requisition additional troops. I am improving my quality of life. Furniture. I need base operations. Base of operations basically gives you a station that you can go deploy somewhere, which is pretty cool. Let's look at the troops. Oh crap. Okay, a bombardier for 105, so I can get a bombardier to walk around with me. I can also a comp force trooper. Comp force. Not sure exactly what that is. So let's bring up my faction here. 374. I should be able to get one of these things. A dark trooper. Nice. Thing is, I don't need these guys yet. 18. Those are the big giant walkers. That's pretty cool. Sniper 420. So that's cool. An Imperial Trooper, Imperial Private, a Dark Storm Trooper, or Dark Trooper, a Comp Force Trooper, a Command Security Guard, Bombardier, an Assault Trooper. Cool. So yeah. So I also got Novus Pistolier, so I might as well train that shit while I'm at it. I'm not gonna pick up another mission yet. Mainly I want to look to see if I can even become a pilot. If I can't, well, there's no point in doing this this faction stuff right now. I might just be able to disable that shit for now. Okay, I need a Pistolier trainer, and I don't believe a Pistolier trainer comes naturally to this area. I'm looking at the names here. There's a bank terminal, bazaar terminal. Yeah, I don't see no trainers. Terminals. Explorer terminal. These are all terminals. Yeah, so to become a Pistolier, I might have to go elsewhere for the training. Also, what's cool, as my rank increases, these guys will salute me, which is fucking awesome. So as I walk by and they see like you're a commander or an officer, they're gonna be like, yo, they'll salute Captain, whatever the fuck my name is, Walahakalugi. Wahahaha, yeah. Architect. See, architect's an advanced career, so I would think there's a Pistolier around here somewhere. Criminal, businessman, marksman trainer, brawler. Let's see if the marksman trainer has anything to teach me. Nope, I got nothing to learn from the marksman. Brawler trainer, what's that guy over there? A scout trainer, fucking Bob. That guy looks like a Pistolier. He's a fucking dude. It's no dude. Dude. Some dancer. Who's this guy over here? Some dude named Burn. Some it's what he calls people, a surveyor. That's a commander. You are a army captain imperial. What do you gotta say, dude? Oh, I gotta get on my bike. An informant has left us let us know that there are a small band of rebels that have set up camp nearby. Since the Empire prop, proper, I guess so, proper cannot investigate this claim. You are being charged with the duty of doing reconnaissance. Are you ready for the coordinates? Yes, sir. All right, I got some coordinates. Says according to the informants. Okay, all right, cool. So I just picked up an informant mission, a reconnaissance mission. That's cool. Spy operative. Let's go talk to him. A spy operative, I believe, requires. Let's see what they do. I'm not a member of the Bounty Hunter Guild. Fine. That way, bitch. I'm looking for a goddamn pistolier. Any of you guys pistoliers? I doubt a stormtrooper would be a pistolier because then that would make it that it's required to be faction based. There's a creature handler right there. Biotech engineer. That's an image designer, I believe. There's another little base right up here. Maybe there's more folks. Or it might be full of rebels. A junk dealer. These are the guys I was talking about where you sell your crap to. Basically come up here and be like, yo, bro. He's like, I have some shit you might be interested in. He's like, oh yeah, what do you got? And I'm like, I got all this crap. You know what? He's like, oh, you know what? That's cool. What you can do is collect a bunch of things, put them together, and then, what you call it, create stuff. All right, 3,000 credits worth. All right, cool. What do you have? I'm sorry, but I don't think I have anything to say. What type of items do you? Yeah, okay. So basically, that's where you sell your crap, your stuff you pick up from people that you kill. And you can pick up items that make things. Like if you pick up all the pieces to make a picture, you can actually build a picture. You gotta always know your outs. You might get jumped. I really wanted to pick up pistol here before I went and did this, but fuck it. 700 meters this way. Okay. So now I am on a Rebels reconnaissance mission. Now, if I think this is correct. This reconnaissance mission might actually be a player character. A player character built this base. Maybe. It's a very bad idea to be an Imperial on Tatooine because there's a lot of fucking rebels in this bitch. Are those frogs after me? Yeah, they are. Damn it. Still after me, fuck. Now they said this is a reconnaissance mission, right? So I'm not supposed to like engage. Fucking frogs are still coming. I don't got my map up, that's why I can't see. Okay, the frog gave up. Okay, fuck. Hoping no one blows up my thing. The land speeder has no markings on it, so we can't tell that it's a person. There's the person, novice marksman. He's also investigating the thing. He doesn't have a faction flag on him. I got him targeted. So, yeah, nothing there. Trying to get to my fucking land speeder. Wait, that's not his. Where's mine? Oh, mine's yellow. That's pink. That's why it's over there. Okay. Okay, so I went and investigated. and it says you have left blah 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 junk dealer village. You have left. You entered the disabled vehicle. What? You have entered the ruins of disabled village. And I guess that's it, huh? Mission complete. So I have a thing that says there's a deal over there. But I have already checked the village, so now I'm going back to the guy who gave me that mission. It doesn't tell me to do that. I wonder if it's in here. No. There's the Imperial base, and I know just to the side of it is that other place. The thing's on the other side, so most likely the village is on the other side as well. So there's the Imperial base. There's the terminals. You have entered Bisting. I have Miss Novus Pistolier. I also don't have a fucking a title. I didn't turn my title on. I can choose Imperial Private, I think, my title. But I don't feel like being private, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Okay, so this guy was right around the corner here. Right there. Get off the bike, shut this off, walk over to him. Yo, dude. An informant has let me know that there is a small band of rebels that have set up a camp nearby since the Empire is proper. Again, I just did it. Okay, do it again. Maybe you continue doing this until you find the damn rebels, and then you have to blow them up. Okay, one of the things when doing this is the rebels will blow up your ship, your speeder, and not only that, but player characters can blow up your speeder as well. So it's probably best to fucking store the speeder when you get to a target. I am gonna shoot right by it. Those are all rebels, I think. What was that? It says Jabba the Hutt Stormtroop leader. Okay, no, or swoop leader. I think I can just shoot right through the camp. That'll draw aggro if there is anything in there, but it will also cause anything in there to spawn. And we'll see what happens. So we're going to go here and we're going to cut to the left. Boom, you have entered the village. You have arrived at the location you were sent to. So basically, these rebels have been executed. There's ruins everywhere. And there's a rebel flag that's been knocked down, so the rebels have been destroyed. A lot of bodies. So as far as I can tell, the rebels have been wiped out. And I believe there is a rebel, I can't see here, I believe I saw a rebel base with the maps. Those are all trainers, yes. You see there's a pistolier trainer here. Fencer trainer, oh, pistolier trainer. Yo dude, I'm interested. He wants 10 G's right now. No, it's pistolier. It's like, that's 5,000, man. Let's do it, bitch. Oh, right. Okay, I got pistolier. So let's take a look at our stuff. Pistolier now. So we're going to pistolier now. Boom, badass. And we got the range stands coming up. So what we picked up with this one, we got Health Shot 2, Republican Blaster, and the DX pistol. So let's go ahead and get that Health Shot 2 out. Let's fire these things. Go Health Shot 2, here it is. And replace this one. There we go. The ones we've been using body shot, so no harm done. The rebels have been destroyed here, so we don't have to worry about that. And up ahead, you see there's a Imperial detachment out here. We can get to it here. There's a little base. and there's a rebel detachment right over there. So most likely this village here has rebels, and there's another rebel base up there. I mean, another rebel. There's another Imperial attachment here. So most likely the players of the city put these here so they can fight each other. Come on, get in there. Won't open. I see people. I guess they're all underground. But I guess since I'm not part of this headquarters, I can't enter it. Yay. Okay. Okay, I got my training. What else? What do I want to do? Well, I want to check out to see if I can actually become a pilot. And shit, yeah. So I think I'm gonna take a break here. And is it lunchtime yet? I doubt it. 10:22. Maybe I could go find a snack. So I'm gonna go take a break, come back after I read about the pilot and see if I can actually become a pilot. And if I can't, well, fuck, I might just take off the Imperial flag for the moment, because all it's gonna do is gonna cause people to fucking attack me on sight. I mean, most people won't, but you never know, man. You know. Hell, it might be that only pilots of non-factional pilots can fly. So that might be it. I'm gonna try to see if I see any rebels anywhere. It's Morg. Guy with a stick. Novus Brawler. And I'm just standing here with my Imperial flag. What's up, buddy? I'll stand next to you. Range units running down waves to you. Who's rim job? Mm-hmm. Rim job. Who's rim job? Okay, so I took some damage. I need to get my mind healed up again and get my medical stuff healed up. So I'm gonna go hang out in the medical bay. And that's probably gonna get you killed. Wait, where the fuck's the medical bay? Let me zoom in. Way the fuck off. Medical bay, medical bay. Yeah, it's right there. No, that's a cantina. If that's a cantina, where's the medical bay? It should be right here. I don't see. Oh, it's probably way up there north. So there's the cantina, la cantina. And the medical bay is, I don't know. I believe this is non-PvP in here. So I'll walk in. I want to see if I see any rebels anywhere. No rebels whatsoever, which is interesting. Don't wear pants. Okay, so I'm gonna end this video here, and then I'm gonna jump. Yeah, I'm gonna jump because I love to jump. I'm gonna go get something, a snack on, maybe something to eat early, and then I'll jump back on here and upload this video or something. So yeah, and I'll get back with the book on the aliens. I've already got to the point where basically the other girl inside the med pod, the doctor chick, got inside her med pod, and the AI slit her throat open and she died. So next video, I'll see if I can get with the conclusion of this book, and then I'll start the next book. Well, I already started the next book, so I can tell you where I'm at. I'm already on chapter 45, and damn. Okay, so I haven't finished that book. I'm only a few chapters away, maybe another 50 pages, and I'm done with that book. So maybe I'll finish that book, or maybe I'll go ahead and tell the story all the way till then. and then I'll knock out that book and then finish telling you about it, or tell you about a different book I've read. So either way, if you like this video, if you want to hear more about the aliens, or you want to hear more about the books, or if you want to more about the game or whatever, just let me know. Throw a comment in there if you enjoy something or some part of this. That just let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just talking. I'm just killing time, talking to myself. Not sure if anyone's watching this. The only thing I saw was that I did get a new subscriber. I'm not sure why he subscribed yet. So that was Matt. So I don't know if he did it for the Star Wars Galaxy game, or he did it for the D&D videos, or some of the programming videos, or what. I have no idea. But either way, whatever. Okay, I guess I'll catch y'all later, and take it easy.